The national president of the Borderless Alliance Ghana, Hamoui, has urged African countries to employ proper conflict resolution processes to deal with cross-border trade disputes. He has been speaking at the launch of Borderless 2023, a conference designed to discuss the strengthening of agric value chains in West Africa.
Borderless Alliance's annual regional conference, Borderless 2023, will see stakeholders in the agriculture and supply chain sector converge to deliberate on the ease of trade in West Africa. This year's conference, which will focus on agricultural value chain and seek to promote regional integration as well as reduce trade barriers, will be hosted by the Ghana Shippers Authority. Speaking at the launch of the two-day event scheduled to take place in Tema, Hamoui, national president of Borderless Alliance Ghana, called for the adoption of a proper dispute settlement system to address intra-regional trade conflicts.
One of the main concerns within ECOWAS was the lack of a dispute resolution body that allows complaints to move through between parties that have challenges in moving their goods or their people across the region and incur losses because of that. Instead, these used to be settled as a gentleman's agreement between various states. Of course, there's the ECOWAS court, but you will notice something very common, not just across ECOWAS, but across Africa. African countries don't like to take each other to court. It's a common, we can call it a common trait. I don't want to call it a common symptom.
He further called for the development of a robust agric value chain to avert future food crisis.
It is actually a firm belief that the only way to protect itself and become more resilient is by building its regional supply chains. And to build regional supply chains, you need to focus on three things. The first one is to produce more, whether agriculture or non-agriculture products. The second is to identify markets across Africa in this case. And then the third one is logistics-based, which is to move the goods from where they are to where they are consumed. And these have to happen concurrently.
The head of freight and logistics at the Ghana Shippers Authority, Fred Asiedu-Date, lamented over many checkpoints on the roads.
If you're bringing, say, yams from the north, and these yams are supposed to, get to the port and meet with a vessel that is going, onto a global market. I mean, some buyer somewhere, and there is a checkpoint and there are delays. And you know that these yams are also perishable. So it causes great dislocation. And so to a large extent, we're looking at what happens at these checkpoints. How many checkpoints do we have in the first place? We have gone beyond even identifying the checkpoints and what happens there.
The theme for the event will be strengthening regional agricultural value chains to compete in a global market.